Hey guys, welcome back to Cards and Comics, and today I'm trying to attempt to answer one of those age-old questions are you more of a collector or an investor when it comes to comic books? Now, most of us are in the middle, and I have the Venn diagram here to show you that most people are around Wolverine's face, not his ears, in terms of being a collector, if that makes any sense. And I call it the Collector and Investor Spectrum, or CNI Spectrum for short. And the idea here is that, you know, you might be doing both, but you lean a little bit more to investing or a little bit more to collecting. So what I've done is I created a little 6-question quiz that you tally up the score for, and then at the end of it, you kind of see where you are on the spectrum and what that means. So we'll start with question 1. Now, if you see the bottom left and the bottom right, I've got kind of point totals, and that's how you use to judge your score at the end. So we'll start with question 1. A comic's value is driven mostly from movie and TV news. True.
Page 4 of the MCU, and we're going to take you through all the projects we're working on.
An example is Amazing Spider-Man 361. Or false, all the failed properties like Preacher, whose value has gone way down. Next up, your reaction to the thought of buying a Golden Age comic book.
Nope.
Awful, yuck, I would never do that. Or awesome, Golden Age rules, has some of the best artwork, and the beginning of most characters started here. So, either or. Most people are not in the middle on this one. Alright, next up. Do most of your comic books contain Spider-Man universe characters? So, true. So most of your characters that you collect come from the Spider-Verse. So say over 50% of all your comic books have a Spider-Verse character in them. Or false, that you may have other characters like,
who are you? I'm Batman. No, you're not. I'm Batman. No, dudes, I'm Batman.
Alright, number 4. Is the 9.8 grade from CGC the only one you will recognize as a legitimate grade to buy? True. This CGC 9.6 Spider-Man number 300. No, I would never buy that. That is a piece of crap. Or false. The 9.6, 2 thumbs up. So, most there's very little common ground on this kind of question. Next up. Does Marvel make the only good TV movies with comic book characters in it? True.
Isn't the famous Batman of the DC Universe? What can we do for you? Let me guess, teach you how to get better ratings on Rotten Tomato for your Justice League movies?
You've got the Avengers and Iron Man as 2 big examples. False.
Well, at least DC has better comic books, better TV series, and better animated movies.
You've got, TV shows like the animated series from Batman and Scott Pilgrim, which was a comic book. And lastly, have you read more than one comic book in your collection or inventory? False, you most likely buy books directly out of Key Collector Comics alerts. Or true, you're the comic book store guy and you're going to die with your comic books.
I declare bankruptcy!
Alright, so let's see how everyone did. So, where are you on the I&C Spectrum, guys? Alright, if you scored a -6, you're rich. Most likely, but a soulless investor who sucks the lifeblood out of the hobby. -5, you probably buy all comics on YouTube Hot List, which you have subscribed to and get updates on a daily basis, and so you're constantly watching YouTube videos and buying comics. -4, you probably have key collector alerts on your phone and are buying directly through the app. -3, you may actually have a favorite character that you buy books on. Now, the only books you buy are key books or books that you think are going to go up in value, but you may actually buy more of one character than another because you like him. -2, you've actually bought a comic at least one time for fun because you thought it looked cool or may have a cool character in it, or you may have actually thought the story might be good. -1, you still believe in that Captain Marvel can turn it around.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
And be a major character to invest in. All right. On the other side, if you're a 1, you kind of secretly watch Comic Tom because you think it's giving you news, even though 90% of what they talk about is pricing. But you know, it's there. You watch Comic Tom, not judging. -2, you press books before getting them graded. That seems much more investorly, but hey, everyone likes the books to grade as high as possible, even if they're in their collection, right? I get it. A 3, you actually have complete runs of books, and this includes non-key issues. Oh my God, that's a very collector thing to do. -4, you actually collect non-superhero books, so you actually recognize that horror and other genres of comic book storytelling is actually real and a valid thing to collect. 5, you're so into Golden Age, you memorize all books that are mentioned in Seduction of the Innocents. And you actually go out and maybe you're trying to buy them all. You know, that's a pretty hardcore Golden Age collector, if I've ever seen one. And -6, you have such a large comic collection that you actually have to buy outside storage facility to house it. So there you go, guys. You can either be, you know, you have maybe 5 books and you're all in just a soulless investor, or you have 5 houses to store books in. So,
oh, I've wasted my life.
There you go. That's a Spectrum. Hope you had fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye.